the gas down so hard. Leon looks to his right. He's going to enjoy this. 48 Stoner goes through. Will Leon let him this time? Answer, yes. Well, Leon Haslam got a flyer on the start. Casey Stoner did as well. Oh, Michael Laverty got a jump start. So Michael Laverty, not only did he go in the sandpit, he also gets a penalty for a jump start. It was Laverty we saw going across the sandpit early on. 4, Pete Jennings. Pete Jennings was the second qualifier. He's now in front of Christopher Martin. Christopher Martin on 26. Then it's 66. That's John Pearson. Remember him from Mallory Park. He did a bit of a song and dance, having ended up in the gravel trap. 10, there he is, Kenny Tibble. Kenny Tibble is the man that has it all to play for here at Brands Hatch. He really must get as many points as he can. In front of him, 99 is Alan Green. We're on lap 6 of 16. There's Paul Robinson. Kenny Tibble will be keeping an eye on him. Paul Robinson is the second man in the series. Kenny Tibble's got to finish in front of him to stop Robinson's charge in the series. Meanwhile, these two not going for the championship at all, because Haslam has been out of it all year long playing at Grand Prix. He's only been in a couple of rounds this year of the British Series. Casey Stoner has only just joined the British Championship on the 125, and the fact that he qualified in second place and he's now having a real go at Leon Haslam in tricky conditions here on the Indy circuit at Brands Hatch is almost beyond my comprehension. We've seen some fine riders come out of Australia. Could we be looking at another one here? Remember his name. His name is Casey Stoner. Kenny Tibble still behind Alan Green, but still behind Kenny Tibble is 18 Paul Robinson, who has just been put one further back by 44 Stuart Easton, the Team Demon Vimto Honda man. Paul Bird will be fairly happy about that, I suppose. So Paul Robinson losing more points on bike 18. He needed to finish in front of Kenny Tibble if he was going to do anything in his championship. Chris Martin now under pressure from 66 John Pearson. Pearson riding superbly well. Chris Martin is blocking him just, but Pearson round the outside. John Pearson disappointed bitterly at Mallory Park. He was having a good ride there, but fell out of it in the end. Paddock Hill bend now, dives for the outside. Pearson goes to go round the outside. Wow, long way round there from John Pearson. That really was special. Oh, Pearson's out. Pearson has crashed. John Pearson has gone out on the last lap. What a disaster for him. Leon Haslam is going to win this race now by, well, a very, very comfortable margin indeed. We shouldn't have expected much else. He is now a Grand Prix rider, albeit with a team that can't provide him with a motorcycle that'll do any good. This is Dad's 125. It's a little Honda. He's won today's race comfortably with it, but second place is incredible. It is going to be Casey Stoner, 14 years old, who harried Haslam throughout most of the race, but in the end had to settle for second place. Well, 48 Casey Stoner is the man of the match for me. Leon did a great job, but even he will appreciate the efforts of the 14-year-old. Yep, thumbs up. I thought as much. Leon's been there, of course, not too long ago. While Kenny Tibble, good damage limitation for him. He gets better points than his major rival, which is Paul Robinson. He could only finish in 8th place. Haslam, Stoner, Martin, they will be on the podium. Pete Jennings, Kenny Tibble, Alan Green and Stuart Easton round out the top 7. As already said, Robinson only 8th.
The first few laps, I knew there were going to be a lot of crash, because in some places it were real grippy, you could go to your knee, and then others it was just no chance of doing it. And I was lucky really just to find them and not actually crash, and no, it was a good race.
Well, Kenny, a 5th position means that we are going to see the championship taken down to the last round. Yeah,
I mean, I could have run with the front lads today, but I was watching my pit board. I knew Paul was behind me, and I just kept the gap at a nice gap, just to keep it away from him. Just wanted to get some more points on him, and that's what we've done. So yeah, it looks like it's going to go to Donington.
There were difficult conditions out there.
Yeah, it's extremely tricky out there at the minute, but it's pretty grippy. It's pretty grippy to say how much it's rained.
It's a case of keeping your head down and minimise the damage and just try and get the points in.
Yeah, I mean, the last couple of rounds haven't gone according to plan, but we know as a team that if things had gone right, we would have been well up there.
You haven't had an easy ride of it so far, have you?
No, people can't say that I've had it easy, can they? You know, if I win it, it's been hard fought, and it's been a big team effort.
A big sigh of relief from Kenny Tibble. 14 points is still the gap between him and second place Paul Robinson. Alan Green 3rd, Jason DeSalvo 4th, Stuart Easton 5th, Christopher Martin 6th, Leon Haslam 7th and John Pearson 8th. In the 250s, Callum Ramsey has a diminishing 28-point lead. Is he about to throw the series away? Brands Hatch was afloat for round 11, but some superb marshalling cleared up the mess just in time. 250 championship leader Callum Ramsey must have wondered what was going wrong. Bad scores in the last 2 races, and today starting from row 6 on the grid, and with a wet track to contend with. Things were looking grim. No wonder series number 2 Jason Davis was smiling. He's a mountain to climb, but starts on the front row, and he's confident, having had his first win of the year at Cadwell's round 9. Does Callum Ramsey feel under pressure?
Well, Callum, you hardly need me to remind you that they're closing the gap on you, but obviously Mallory, you minimised the damage and came away with 7 points, but you did try a lot of new things out there, and obviously don't seem to be working here in qualifying for you.
No, not working, but we've got tomorrow morning. We'll just go back to something that we've used before. We've just struggled a little bit today. We've tried stuff and it's not worked.
What is the particular problem?
Just suspension, really, that's it. We've just got a bit of a pattern that we can't get rid of it, so we'll go back to try something that we've used before.
Now, you seem obviously very down in the dumps. It's given your confidence a bit of a bashing, hasn't it?
Yeah, I just try to keep focused, and I know I need to get a good start and have a good result this weekend, so just keep my mind on the job.
Well, they've still got a hard task to catch you, so you have comfort in that.
Yeah, it's a long way to go, yeah, still 2 races, so see what happens.
Jason, it's 28 points and it's looking even more realistic this weekend, obviously because of the misfortune of Callum Ramsey in qualifying.
Yeah, well, Callum's never been much of a qualifier. He's more of a racer, so I expect him to come through and take the points. You know, he's a good enough rider, and I'm sure he will fight back tomorrow. He knows what's at stake.
Trying to spoil the party will be Darren Barton, 3 times a winner this year so far. Jason Davis, though, sits on his shoulder with Lee Jackson and Roland Sands. Thompson, Haslam, Sawford and Tunstall round out row 2. And on row 3, we've got Pete Jennings on the Redwood Racing Honda from Tim Levy, Shane Norvell and Gary Jackson. Ian Bennett, Hilton Hinks, Chris Bishop and Adrian Clark are on row 4. Darren Barton won here at Brands Hatch in round 1. Can he convert pole position this time around to take it again? Look at Callum Ramsey. This is the distance he's got to make up, and that's just at the start. He's way back on row 6. The track is slippery. It's a tall order. The sun might be out, but there's a lot of water laying here at the moment. 18 laps in the shortened race distance. Oh, bikes all over the place as we come down to Paddock Hill Bend. And Barton leads off from number 9. That's Lee Jackson. Over our curb cap, down to the bottom of the hill, uphill, Halewood Hill, the other side. Gary Haslam's there on bike number 7. Gary Haslam with the yellow helmet is through. Well, superb stuff from Gary Haslam. So Gary Haslam straight from row 2, and within 2 turns he leads this race. 11 is there, that's Phil Stead. Phil Stead is coming from a way back too, so Phil Stead gets a great start there. Phil Stead, I'm looking for him. 5th row of the grid, Phil Stead started, so watch out for number 11. There he is, unbelievable. Surtees corner, Gary Haslam gets the whole, runs across the white line. I wouldn't want to be on that, not a lot of grip on the white line here. Haslam, bike number 7, the D&B Mandine Honda. Good drive, good power, good style. Out of clearways, out of Clark Curve, onto the Brabham Straight. A big lead for Gary Haslam. Being chased hard by 10, that's Roland Sands from the Demon Vimto Honda team now, I think in 2nd place. Well, that young American really has proved to be a substitute for John McGuinness. John McGuinness, of course, still, 2nd in this championship, I think, at the moment. But out with a broken hip, you may remember. Haslam still leads, not under pressure yet. Great style. The sun glints off the motorcycles. Will this track dry out? If it does, it really could become a lottery. Oh, Phil Stead is through to 2nd place, number 11. Phil Stead off of the 5th row of the grid. The Hungry Jack's Honda of Phil Stead is right up there. Oh, unbelievable. There's Callum Ramsey. Callum Ramsey has got a lot of work to do. Number 60, Callum Ramsey. Neil McKenzie boarding that bike for this race earlier on in the year, round 1 I'm talking about. He hadn't got a ride until then. He finished pretty well down the order then. He's got a lot of work to do. do here as well. Gary Haslam still leads. Oh, look who's come to play. The man that started his challenge at Cadwell Park a couple of rounds ago. Number 8, Gary Jackson, Lee Jackson's brother. So number 8 is Gary Jackson. Number 9